Good morning, class 9 students. This is the third part of the chapter, The Little Girl. And before we move on to our third session, let's discuss the portion that we covered in the last two videos. As you are aware, the story revolves around a child. Her name is Kezia, and she lives with her father, her mother, and her grandmother. She is afraid of her father because she finds her very rude, strict, and like of a giant. So she always tries to avoid him all the time, right? And moreover, she feels comfortable when he is not at home, and she enjoys him seeing leaving for the office, right? And what happens when she comes across her father inside her house? She stuttered. She finds unable. She's unable to speak or say anything because he appeared to be as rude and very harsh, right? So you will see that you all have grandmother. Everybody knows how grandmothers are. So Kezia's grandmother, she also encouraged her to try to understand her parents better, and that is why you will when you will go through the chapter, you will find that grandmother is always encouraging Kezia to go to the drawing room and to have a little conversation or have a word with her parents. But it is very difficult for her to start any conversation with her parents, because whenever she tries to, she gets because she's frightened. She is scared of her father, so she couldn't speak. So one day what happened, the grandmother, because Kezia's father's birthday was around the corner, so grandmother suggested that Kezia should prepare a pin cushion for her father's birthday. So Kezia was excited, as he was also making efforts in order to understand her father, right? So she started stitching the three sides of the pin cushions, and then she needs some stuff to fill the cushion with, right? So she starts looking for things, but she could not find, and then she went to her mother's room, and this is where she find papers that were kept on the tables, bunch of papers, and she tore them, and yes, she in bits of papers, and then she stuffed those paper into the cushion, pin cushion, right? Pin cushion is a cushion, it's where you put pins. So what happened? And the very same day, there was a chaos in the house. Kezia could hear her father shouting and yelling, and she could also see that her mother was looking for something. She was looking for some papers all over the house, right? And then later it was found that the stuffing that Kezia used to fill her cushion, it was actually the speech that her father was supposed to present, to Port Authority, right? Yes. And Kezia, she at once realized that she had made a blunder. She had actually made a mistake, and she was also very apologetic for it. She accepted her mistake, but her father was too angry. It was actually because that speech was for the Port Authority, right? Port Authority. So her father, he became so aggressive, and he did not hear any plea or explanation from Kezia, because it was very important, and Kezia, she had already been informed that she was not supposed to touch anything that that didn't belong to her, but she did, and she made a mistake for which she was very sorry. She felt sorry for it, but the father, he was too angry, he was too aggressive, that he punished her with a ruler on her palm, right? And she could not understand. It was very difficult for, she failed to understand that why she met out, why she was punished by her father with a ruler on her palm, even she has accepted her mistake and given explanation. And this made her say that why did God made father for So this is the portion that we covered in the last two videos, children. Now we will move ahead with the remaining portion of the chapter, right? So actually, what is the theme of the chapter, right? We discussed in the first video, the narrator actually wants to bring out the relationship between the children and their parents, and you will see that Kezia, who is scared of her father in the beginning, will also develop an understanding for her father. She will realize that her father, she is going to realize very soon that her father is someone who is very considerate and a good fellow and a good father, right? Because their neighbors, Mr. McDonald's, she would watch them. They're Kezia's neighbors. So Kezia, she would look at them. She would look Mr. McDonald playing with her 5 children, laughing and enjoying with them, and when she looks at him, she has this crave to have such understanding and bond and love with her father, right? So this event influenced Kezia that all the fathers are not similar, right? Because according to her, her father is very rude and harsh, but seeing Mr. McDonald, she believes that not everyone is very harsh and rude, because her neighbor is caring, loving. Understand? Now see what happened. Now in this part of the chapter, we will see the change in the behavior of Kezia's father, and Kezia is also going to experience this. So I am going to highlight so that you could actually keep the track of the chapter, children. So that's where we are. Let me just highlight it first. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice, the cook, that was the right in the daytime. So now we have one more character, and who is she? Who is Alice? So what happened? One day, Kezia was left alone in the house, and who was looking after? Alice was looking after Kezia, the cook, right? And it was daytime. So Alice, Alice was putting her to bed, and this made her, she actually got scared. At daytime, Kezia got scared. What will I do if I have a nightmare? Nightmare is bad dream. She asked, I often have nightmares. Then Granny takes me to her bed. I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. So when Kezia was being put to sleep, Kezia told the cook that she is afraid of sleeping alone, and she might have nightmares, she might have bad dreams, right? And it happens, children, it happens with us, the small children, because of the influence of cartoon or our surrounding or the stories. When we are left alone, we are we feel that we listen to some voice, and we have this this notion that we may have a bad dream even if you are alone. But it is not like that. If you think about bad dreams, you will you will surely going to get them, right? So always think about positivity and happiness and the nice things. You will get nice dreams. So, and she says that whenever she sees nightmares, her grandmother takes her to her bed. You just go to sleep, child, Alice pulling off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your poor papa. So Alice did not listen. Kezia was told to just go to bed, and Alice was taking off Kezia's socks, right? And he was warned that she was not supposed to make noise, otherwise this would wake Kezia's father and he would be aggressive. But the same old nightmare came, the butcher with a knife and a rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful means fearful smile, while she could not move, could not stand still, crying out, grandma, grandma. She woke shivering means tremble, to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. What is the matter? He said. So what happened when Kezia was put, when she was alone, she was sleeping, she had this bad dream that she was being hunted by a butcher, right? Butcher is someone who cuts meat, right? So the butcher was after her, and he was carrying a knife and a rope with in his hand, and that butcher came near to the child Kezia, and he gave him a very dreadful, very awful smile, and Kezia could not move in her dream, and she shouted, "Grandma, Grandma," but Grandma did not come because Grandma was not there that time. Who came? Kezia's father came, who was sleeping peacefully, and he talked to her very politely that, "What is the matter, child?" "Oh, a butcher, a knife, I want." Granny blew out the candle, bent down and caught up the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big room, right? So, Kezia, she shouted, "A butcher, a knife, I want Granny," and the father at once realized that she was having a bad dream. So she, father, he cuddled her, right? And she, the father took her to the big bedroom, right? And a newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child, and then he let the child lay up nicely in the bed, and then he lay down beside her, half asleep, still with the butcher's smile all about her, it seemed. But the father took her to the bed so that she would feel comfortable. She doesn't feel scared, right? And but Kezia, she's actually taking a while to understand, because because she's afraid of even her father. So she crept close to him and snuggled her. Snuggle means to move into a more warm, comfortable place. It's more like a hug, right? So she snuggled her head under his arm. So this is where we see that they are actually you see the father-daughter relationship is coming to existence. Now she can understand that her father is not very harsh or cruel. "Rub your feet against my leg and get them warm," said father, right? Because she was cold, because she got scared. So father helped her and tried out. He slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness, right? So at this point, Kezia realized that father is not bad at all. He's hard person. He's not like grandmother, but still he is caring. He's and she called it a nice hardness, right? And every day he had to work and was too tired to be Mr. McDonald. And then she realized that my father is very hardworking. He has to work all the time, so he cannot be with her all the time. That is why he's all worked up and aggressive. And she understood her father's behavior, and she had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stirred suddenly and sighed, and she also realized that father was bound to react. He was bound to punish her, because she, without realizing, without asking anything, without asking any permission, she went to her mother's room. She tore off all the pages and put it into the cushion, pin cushion, right? Now she has accepted that it was all her fault, not her father's fault. So now the father asked, "What is the matter? Another dream?" "Oh," said the little girl, "my head is on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father." And this is a very nice note. The chapter has ended with a nice note where we could actually see that the little girl could actually feel and hear the heart of her father, because in the beginning she believed that her father is a heartless person. He is very rude and strict. He does not realize her, he does not love her. But now it is clear that the daughter has accepted that her father is caring, understanding, and the reason he is lying on the sofa being rude and aggressive, it is because he is so worked up, right? He has so much to do. So that's all we have in this chapter, children. So these are thinking about the text, and these are some question answers which we can discuss. Why was Kezia afraid of her father? Why was she is afraid of father? Because she thinks that he is very rude, strict, and she is he appears to be a giant, right? So who were the people in Kezia's family? It was her grandmother, her father, and mother. And yes, you can also count Alice. Alice is the cook, but yes, you can include Alice too. What was Kezia's father routine before going to his office or after coming back his office? You can actually, and on Sundays, right? So he reads newspaper, he lies on the sofa and sleep and all that. In what ways did Kezia's grandmother encourage her to know her father better? Because she, grandmother, she always encouraged her to have a chat with her father and mother so that she could understand them, but she failed to chat them. That is why she had this misconception, which was cleared, which was came to an end when she understood her father better. So children, I think that's all we have in this chapter. These are extra question answers that we will discuss later when we make a fourth part of the chapter. In the fourth part of the chapter, we will discuss the complete summary of the lesson, and also we will go through the textual question answers. And let me just remind you children, when you receive homework, it is compulsory, and yes, once the chapter is finished, just open your book and all the textual question answers, you have to do it. It is compulsory, right? I am not going to give you separate instructions to complete textual question answers. It has to be done every time when we finish a chapter, right? So please make it a habit. So that's all for today's session children. In case you have any queries or anything that you want to sort out, you can approach me, and you can also discuss your queries in the Zoom class. It has already it has been reminded so many times. So that's all for today's session everyone. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.